Well, we're getting close to tip-off here for the men's game. We'll be having the players announced here in a couple minutes. Probably do the national anthem again. But Trinity Valley, last time they played Kilgore, we were down about 22 points in the second half, came back and won that game in overtime. Women had lost in overtime, men won in overtime. It was kind of a turning point in the season. From that point forward, men started really playing well. Last week, Miles, against Panola, a costly victory for the Cardinals as Dexter Ellington, the 6'2" point guard out of Georgia, was hurt and maybe lost for the season. The injury last Wednesday night to Dexter Ellington. Dexter was leading the team in scoring with 16 points a game, and you miss that when he's not there, and no one's really come up to step up to take the place there and fill the void left by Dexter. We got some guys that are capable, but over at Navarro,
that's a huge loss.
Yeah, it is, and but you just kind of have to look to your bench. Coach Smith has a deep bench over there, and you just have to look at it and play with what you got, and the cards that are dealt to you. And he's got some good players on him. Here, the last 2 or 3 games, Cardinals have not shot the ball exceptionally well, and that has hurt them too. Although they won last Wednesday, they dropped a game over the weekend over at Navarro. Tyler Parris and Navarro men all tied at the top of the conference northern zone at 12-5 records. Trinity Valley alone in 4th place, 10-7.
And Kilgore is right behind Trinity Valley, but boy, they're just their win-loss record is so far back. They probably think they're in 2nd place.
Well, it's they're the top. Take the 12 teams in the conference, six from the north and 6 from the south this year. So Kilgore, they're going to be in the tournament, and they're playing for seeding as well. If you're a 12th place team or 12th ranked team, you have to play the number 5 seed, so you'd kind of like to move up if you're in seeding, so you don't have to play the top ranked team. So Kilgore battling for that tonight, as well as Trinity Valley battling for a 7th place seed probably. Just depends on how the seeding works out with the 1-loss record. Looks like Fidarius Taylor will be starting tonight in place of Dexter Ellington. Fidarius, Florida Player of the Year, good driver, sometimes has a hard time finishing, but good inside player, likes to hang around the basket, get a lot of junk, I call him junk basket, but Fidarius just has an uncanny knack of knowing where to be around the ball.
Boy, and that is key to being a big point deliverer.
And we'll see how TVCC responds tonight without their leading scorer. sitting over here on the bench and playing Street close. Ball goes inside to Adrian Forbes. Adrian up, no good. There's Stretch Watson, he misses. And Adrian Forbes goes down hard, gets back up. Kilgore fast breaking. Trinity Valley back quick, recovering. There's a push off, no call. Johnson with the ball. Passing to Ferguson. Ferguson out to Corbett. Corbett to Dead Cruz. He misses, and there's Fidarius Taylor. A good jumper. Fidarius, 6'1", but has good jumping capabilities. Good ball handler. Over to Derek Young.
You get the feeling this is going to be a great game to watch. Both teams very intense. Both controlling the ball really well.
Ball inside to Derek Young. Derek good inside, pitches it back out. Watson, no good. Rebounded by Derek Young, and he misses a shot. Watson up and in. Nope, it misses. And there we see Trinity Valley crashing the boards. And we got a double dribble or carry. I couldn't see the official signal there.
His back was to me.
I think he called carrying the ball. First turnover for the Rangers. Trinity Valley with some hard shooting luck. Had some good looks down there underneath. Just couldn't get it to fall. Fidarius Taylor trying to drive. Gets cut off. Good man-to-man defense. Switching defense by Kilgore. Amir Rashad tries to get it into Adrian Forbes. Good defensive play there by DeCruz out of Brooklyn. DeCruz, the big 6'8" center from Brooklyn. And inbounds plays attempted, missed. Derek Young somehow gets the ball back, goes up, and DeCruz blocks it out of bounds. Trinity Valley gets it, but they need to watch the shot clock. Only 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Whew, this is going to be a tight.
Rashid back into Forbes. Forbes in, misses off the front of the rim. Ball loose underneath. Who gets it? And the referee says Cardinal ball, and they'll get a fresh 35. Cardinals had a lot of close looks. Miles and just haven't been able to get that ball to fall in. It's almost like it's got a lid on it.
Well, and we've seen this before too. It takes one to kind of open it up and
break the ice, so to speak.
That's right, and it should.
There we go. Good feed by Amir Rashid to Adrian Forbes. Adrian got loose in there. Good feed, and Trinity Valley will come with this full court press that they've used all year. Try to create a few turnovers. 2-0. Trinity Valley bricks on top first. And we got to travel as number 12. That was Troy Cage that tried to drive in there. A young man from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Got a little congested, and he traveled with the ball.
Well, and Cage is their point leader. He's got 409 points and averages 14.6 a game.
Drive by Derek Young, misses. Tries to go back up. It's knocked out of his hands, and the Cardinals will play it underneath again. Fidarius Taylor from the corner. No good. Kilgore with the rebound. Layup is missed by Corbett. Rebound out to Trinity Valley. Mir Rashid brings it up. Numbers aren't there. He pulls it out. Set up the offense.
Boy, and if you don't think this is a fast-moving game.
Mir Rashid thinks for about a three. Gives it up. Dexter Young goes in for the layup. And I think they're going to call a foul here on Troy Cage. And Derek Young going to the free throw line. Shoot a pair of free throws. Derek, 37% free throw shooting. Misses the first.
Subbing in for the Cardinals, number 23, DeAndre Derek. And for the Rangers, number 10, James Graham. Number 24, Dwayne Silas.
Kendo Derek checking in. And Edward Herring at the score table going in for Derek Young if he makes the free throw. But he doesn't. Ernest Watson up high for that offensive rebound, battling in there. Trinity Valley doing a great job crashing the offensive boards right now. Setting it up, Kendo Derek gets the ball, almost loses it back to Amir Rashid. 20 on the shot clock. Adrian Forbes way out over to Watson. Over to Kendo Derek on the far side. He's going to try to drive, cuts off. Amir Rashid gets a layup and it goes in. Good drive by Amir Rashid that time. Kind of knifed his way in there.
You know, it's amazing the little dance that they do when they're working inside, moving in and out.
A little stutter step. As Corbett comes back and gets a wide open 15-footer from the left wing. And there's Amir Rashid, a good head-handed layup that time. You know, Amir can go either right or left almost equally as well, and that's a great attribute of a good player. And this time, Corbett comes down and drives in, and as he does, he's fouled by Adrian Forbes. That's Forbes' first foul. Cardinals up early, 6-2. And yeah, I thought that basket went and counted, and there the score goes 6-4. Corbett go to free throw line to shoot a free throw, try to convert the three-point play.
And for the Cardinals, number 34,
Stephon Midier in, as well as Edward Herring and Jay Leeshore over there. 24. Free throws up and good, 6-5. Cardinals with the early 1-point lead, 15:40 left in the first half. Jay, good ball handler, won't shoot much, but he does a great job of handling the ball and setting up the offense. Edward Herring has been fairly consistent from three-point land here lately. Good drive, and that time for Darius Traylor, acrobatic move. He's probably one of the best athletes on the roster, and he finishes this time. And this time a lob is tried by Kilgore. Trinity Valley really didn't have anybody there. They just missed the lob. Darius Traylor out to Edward Herring, gets a wide open three. He misses. Keandre Derrick down with a rebound. Number 23 kind of commits a stupid foul there. Chris Johnson reaches in right in front of the referee. And that's the second team foul.
It's not a good way to be sneaky, is it?
You don't want to do that right in front of a referee. It's just, you know, it's kind of one of those automatic things. Coach Hubbard going with the official a bit. You know, they do that, you know, sometimes to get the next time get the call. Work those officials. That's, you know, a good coach to do that. Jay Leeshore out front. Guarded by Jeremy Ferguson. And we get a 5-second call as Ferguson kept that defensive pressure that time on Jay Leeshore and kept the perimeter distance between him and Leeshore close enough that a 5-second was called. That's the first turnover for the Cardinals this half. Cardinals up 8-5. And we got a holding foul. That's going to be on Fadarius Taylor. That'll be the second team foul, his first personal foul. As the starters, Forbes, Rashid, and Derek Young check back in. Fadarius Taylor's going to get a little breather this time. Derek Young finds Corbett in the corner. He hits a three.
Rangers are not at all afraid of the basket.
A pretty good shooter from three-point land, 42%. As Keandre Derrick goes in, drives, gets a shot block, gets his own rebound, goes back up and is fouled. Keandre Derrick go to the line, shoot a pair of free throws. Keandre, a 60% free throw shooter. First one up, no good. Trinity Valley 0 for 3 from the free throw line so far, giving away some easy points here. Second one up and good. Trinity Valley now up 9-7. And I guess they called that a 2-point shot a while ago instead of a 3 because Kilgore was behind 8-5, and now it's 9-7. I thought it was a 3 a while ago, but I guess
it sure looked like it from here.
Number 11, Ferguson, shot, and he misses. Trinity Valley back quickly with the rebound. Fast breaking, fast pace as Derek Young gets loose underneath from the pass from Amir Rashid. Young will go back to the free throw line. He's missed his first 2 free throws.
Foul called on Jovan Moses.
Young, a 37% free throw. Another miss. Cardinals now 1 of 5 from the free throw line. That just drives coaches crazy when the team can't make their free throws.
Seems like they're leaving points on the table.
They are, exactly. Derek makes a second. Back to a 3-point lead for the Cardinals, 10-7, 14 minutes left, first half. Kadarius Taylor coming back in for Keandre Derek. Cardinals have been very active, and especially on the women's side, getting some of their players signed with major universities. I know Jasmine Nelson has signed with LSU. Most of our men, of course, are freshmen and wouldn't be signing. The only one would be Amir Rashid, perhaps, and I have not heard where he might be going. There's a good inbounds pass to Stretch Watson. Watson first basket. And Stretch stretches the lead to 12-7. You know, I never did ask him why he's called Stretch, and Adrian Forbes picks up his second foul. And that's not a good situation. Adrian important, and so Stephon Midier come back in. Forbes will have to probably ride the rest of the half on the bench, take him from getting deeper into foul trouble. Johnson with a floater inside, misses. Amir Rashid down with the rebound, little guy on the court. Weaving his way, finds Kadarius Taylor, another reverse layup, misses this time. And referees say that Trinity Valley last touched the ball. A good attempt that time by Amir Rashid to find the cutting Kadarius Taylor. Kadarius just couldn't finish that one, couldn't get the spin to go down. Trinity Valley picking up full court again. Kilgore. One turnover so far. Both teams, one turnover. I guess two if you, no, one turnover.
You know, the great thing was when you have people signing with 4-year schools after they leave here, it certainly helps the recruiting program and just builds on the current tradition.
Graham a long 3, rebound comes out to Kadarius Taylor. Well, that's true. You know, you want your players to go on and succeed, and if you can tell your recruits, hey, you know, we've sent so many on to the next level, that's certainly an advantage in your recruiting wars. Ernest Stretch Watson from the free throw line, a little bit long, comes down to Troy Cage. Cage over to Johnson. Johnson on the drive, and he's fouled on the drive, out of bounds before the shot, and the Rangers will take it out of bounds on the baseline. First foul on Amir Rashid. And 4th team foul. Team fouls fairly even. 4 for the Cardinals, 5 on the Rangers. Good move by Troy Cage that time to get open on the inbound pass, and he puts the basket in. 12-9 now. Cardinals lead, cut to 3. Let's see who steps up here to be the offensive leader, Miles. And right now they're going into Stretch Watson. Good baby hook there by Stretch. Second basket for him now, 4 points. You know, that's a tough shot to block if you can get a good hook shot, maybe a hook shot going like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice look. Tough to defend those things. Dwayne Soders takes a long 3. Trinity Valley comes down with the rebound. See if they continue to try to go inside, work it into Stretch Watson inside. This time, tough pass. Watson gets it. Kicks it back out to Mir Rashid. Mir looking around. Driving in. Looked like he walked. No steps. Called though. And Trinity Valley now with a 7-point lead. Yeah, looked like he sure walked that time. Looked like he took an extra step.
Yeah, we were lucky that one didn't get called.
Graham. Over to DeCruz. Back to Johnson out front. Now to Cage. Cage tries to feed it in, and DeCruz steps out of bounds as he catches it. Trying to plead with the referee that he kind of got pushed. We may have got away with one that time. Edward Herring checking in. Kendra Derrick also in.
You know,
And
most
Jay
of
Lee Shore.
most of the time, those little times when we get away with something, those usually come back. And what comes around goes around.
Kind of makes up for maybe that one that Adrian committed a while ago that maybe is a questionable foul call. Jay over to Frederius Taylor. Taylor gets a screen set by Derek Young. Derek looking for the ball inside. Out to Edward Herring. Edward Herring misses. Edward not hitting on the mark yet tonight, but has been close. Edward has been, I guess, the major three-point threat since Dexter Ellington was injured. And number 23 for the Rangers, Chris Johnson, hits first three-point basket. Cardinals now lead 16-12. Derek Young tries to fight in, looking for a foul, no call. And I believe they're going to get Frederius Taylor for a blocking foul. Oh, they're going to call that on Troy Cage, offensive foul. I wasn't sure if Frederius had got set up that time. I guess the referee said he had been. Good play by Frederius to get in there and set that up. Cardinals maintaining that 4-point lead, looking to add to it. Kendra Derrick with the ball on the far side. And they're going to call 24 with an illegal block. That's Jay Lee Shore. Second Cardinal turnover. 15 foul. Cardinals set back up in their full court press. Now try to trap at half court. Almost get the ball turned over. It'll be Ranger ball on the far side out of bounds. 9:32 left in the first half. Cardinals up 16-12. Corbett over to Ferguson. Ferguson working it around. Back to Dayton Smith. Smith back to Corbett. Corbett back to Ferguson. Ferguson, nice 15-footer from the right side over there. Cuts the lead to 2, 16-14. Cardinals kind of gone cold the last couple of trips down the court. Ruben Newbold kind of got cut off there on the baseline. Found Edward Herring in the wing, or on the corner, get it kicked out. Jay Lucier in a little bit of trouble. Finds Edward Herring. Herring down to Newbold. Rubin falls on the floor.
Rangers just really just shutting Cards out of that inside.
Yeah, without Adrian Forbes, the big guy in there, it's a little bit more difficult for him to go inside so they can pressure the outside shots. And Coach Johnson, Coach Smith went to call a timeout here. I thought he might, as Kilgore Rangers tied up. Cardinals have gone several minutes now without scoring, several trips down the court with no offensive production. And Coach Smith wants to talk about it, try to get something set up for his team. .8:25 left in the first half. 16-16 is your score.
You know, as you go down the list of the Cardinal players and you see their points per game, and then you compare that to the Kilgore players, there's one thing that stands out, and that is that the point getters for the Cardinals are a little bit more spread out, whereas Kilgore really has them concentrated into about 3 players. Troy Cage, LaMarshall Corbett, and Chris Johnson are their top 3. But then after that, it falls off pretty quick.
Yeah, they're basically a small forward, offensive geared team, and you'll see them, out on the perimeter quite a bit as Trinity Valley turns the ball over off the inbound play. Kilgore for a chance to take their first lead tonight. Corbett has the ball out front. Over to Dane Smith. Smith back to Ferguson. Ferguson knocks that wing shot, misses, gets his own rebound, and he's blocked and comes down, and they're going to call a jump ball. And the possession error goes to Kilgore. And how did that? I guess he did shoot, get his rebound. So 33 seconds on the shot clock. It's probably accurate. Corbett over in the corner. Out to Smith. Smith working around. Ferguson with the ball. Ferguson now to Cage. Cage has been effective. Good fake that time by Ferguson. Trinity Valley pinned in. Derek high up for that rebound. Comes down with it. Out to Fedarius Taylor. Fedarius. Misses a shot, but there's a tip. See who they give that to. I think they gave it to Watson, but I'm not sure. And we've got 10 seconds. 10-second violation. As the Trinity Valley press that time worked. This is like, I think, our third webcast over the internet streaming, and of course we like to do that for the families and friends, and maybe even those who are sick and just can't come out to the game. Or,
Absolutely.
they're ill, and so they're able to watch at home, and we've gotten notices from family and friends. Stretch Watson said his uncle got to watch last week, so whether you're sick or whether you're just a far away, we're glad to be able to present this to you, and you'll have to forgive the unprofessional amateurs that you have to listen to. But there's Taylor. Over to Camden. Derek loses the ball. There's Adrian Forbes. Coach Smith decides to bring Forbes back in, and immediately he's effective. 20-16.
Apparently passing to somebody on the Ranger bench there.
And we're going to have to get a mute button on these microphones next year, as the East Texas elm and cedar pollen is taking its toll on me right now. Sinuses are bothering me a little bit tonight.
Well,
Kilgore's number 21. Marshall Corbett scored on the offensive end.
Glendon, and we're all just one big family here. You and I and everybody out in the world of the internet watching tonight's game.
Mir Rashid driving that time was called for the offensive foul. That's 16 fouls each. Trinity Valley picking up the full court press, getting back quickly. Adrian Forbes tried to block the shot of Dwayne Soders, but got there a little bit too late, and it's tied 20-20 game. Quite a bit of a contrast from the first game when the Lady Cardinals had already built a sizable lead at this point.
That's right.
Kendra Derrick from the wing, three-point land, he misses. And who's going to get picked for the foul?
And
oh, no, that's going to be Adrian Forbes.
Third personal, 17.
And that's his third foul, and he's going to have to come out. Big foul. That foul trouble has hurt the Cardinals this year. Adrian Forbes talking to the official about the push-off foul there. It's sending Javon Moses to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1, as that was a 17th foul. Moses misses. Trinity Valley down with 3 rebounds. Jay Lee Shore finding Stretch Watson inside, back out to Ruben Newbold. Ruben finds cutting to Fredarius Taylor. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Soders. Ferguson with the ball. Looked like he traveled, and he did. Excuse me, it was Dane Smith. Dane Smith with the travel. 5:37 left in the first half.
Well, just to show you how much the statistics will lie to you, I mean, you look at the 2 girls teams coming in, and you would have thought that was going to be the close game of the season, and boy, it just wasn't. Whereas you'd look at the statistics coming into this one for both of the men teams, and it looks like the Cardinals ought to be a lot further ahead. But I have a feeling that when you get to this level of play, it's all very, very close.
Well, it just depends on how you play night to night, whether you're shooting well or not. Darius Taylor misses a jumper from the free throw line, comes down to Chris Johnson. Johnson back up to Smith. Back to Johnson here on the near side by the Trinity Valley bench. Johnson for short jumper, misses, hits the side of the backboard. Darius Taylor, not a real good lead that time to Ruben Newbold. Could have been out in front of him a little bit better, but Newbold is fouled going in for the shot. And that'll put Newbold to the free throw line. Newbold a 60% free throw shooter.
On the line for the Cardinals is number 40, Ruben Newbold.
He'll be shooting 2 as he was fouled on the shot. Trinity Valley only 2 for 6 from the free throw line, not shooting well at all. And that's a flat looking shot there as Newbold misses his first one. Now 2 for 7 from the free throw line, something that Coach Smith can talk to his team about at halftime. Second one up, and it's a little bit better looking.
And for the Rangers, number 42.
Gives Trinity Valley a 1
That's
point
a good
lead.
looking shot.
Trinity Valley continuing to press. Kilgore broke the press pretty effective that time, and Dwayne Soders got in there with the layup. He's got 4 points now. Kendra Derrick over to Edward Herring in the corner. He shoots. It's a little bit short, and they're going to call offensive goaltending for that one. I think that ball may have had a chance to go in, but
that's disappointing.
Derek Young got his hands on it, and we won't get anything out of it now. Trinity Valley trailing 21-22. Both teams' offensive production pretty low this half. 4 minutes left to play. Low 20s defensive struggle, I guess you might say, as Soders goes up with a shot, rebounded by the Cardinals. Good feed into Newbold. Newbold throws it away.
Turned over. Rangers come up with the ball.
And they missed a shot. Edward Herring rebounds. Not a whole lot of turnovers. Cardinals only committed 4 turnovers, 3 for the Rangers. As Amir Rashid gets called for his second offensive foul. And that's 3 for Amir Rashid. So you got your point guard, your second leading scorer, and your big post guy now with 3 fouls, Miles. The good thing is that there's only 3:37 left in the first half, so maybe you can save those guys, protect them until the second half, and see if they can come back and be more productive. Trinity Valley now with a little bit smaller lineup. Stretch Watson also out, but he's getting ready to come back in. Little block carry by Chris Johnson, but no call. Good hustle by Jay Layshore that time, too. And he got up. I guess he called a timeout. Coach Smith did. Referee looked at him. And I don't know that Coach called a timeout, but the official maybe assumed he did. So you have stop and play. Trinity Valley had the ball. Coach Smith went ahead and called the timeout, I guess.
Well, honestly, it's probably not a bad idea. Our guy was getting up there, and that was kind of a vulnerable position. Earlier in the girls' game, there was a gal that got up, and as she was getting up, she was trying to dribble the ball, and it just didn't work out for her. And she was called on, would that be traveling?
Traveling, yes.
And that's kind of what was being
and
set
Jay
up
was
right
on the
there.
ground and got up on his knees, and I'm not sure how he did that without getting called for traveling.
Right.
And I'm surprised that Jay didn't call for a timeout himself over there on the ground. Good hustle by Jay that time to come up with that ball. 3:14 left in the first half. Trinity Valley down by 1. I will say this, they're in a lot better shape going into this half than they were going into the half at Kilgore. So they came out of the halftime at Kilgore and really started lighting it up. Edward Herring misses again. I don't think Edwards had a score at the basket tonight. And number 23, a good shove off there.
Huge. Cannot believe he wasn't called for that. Of course, he's still on the floor. He took a pretty hard tumble.
Officials may be letting it get a little bit out of hand as number 23, Chris Johnson, did a good push to get open. Then as he went in,
I didn't see what happened after the push, but he fell hard, and he's been laying on the floor about 30 seconds now.
So there's a stop in action right now. He's getting up. That's a good sign. Shaking up a little bit, but he looks like he's okay, and he'll have to come out of the game for a little bit, but looks like he'll be back in the game after a while. 2:45 left in the first half. Cardinals trailing by 1. It seems like it's been 21-22 for a long time.
It has. It's been a hard-fought defensive game, and the Cards have not found the basket as much as
well. I mentioned this with Dexter Ellington now. They just have struggled to find somebody that can come in and give them that offensive spark.
That's right.
Ferguson with the ball. Smith. Corbett. Smith. Now to Ferguson. Ferguson in the corner. Guarded by Layshore. Back out to Corbett. Corbett looking for a opening. Doesn't find anything. Long 3 by Troy Cage. Cage, a 30% three-point shooter. Nails that one. Rangers are up by 4 now. Their largest lead, 25-21. Kadarius Taylor into Watson. Watson tried to give it back to him, but the pass went astray. Kilgore comes back down to it, and they want to call a timeout with 1:50 left in the first half. Not a good offensive series down there.
And really that timeout probably can work to the Cardinals' advantage. That's going to be a full timeout, which gives us an opportunity to see the national champion Cardinal cheerleaders.
coached by Lucy Strong. Lucy's been their coach for several years.
These guys have had to overcome some hardship obstacles this year in that right at the beginning of the year they lost one of their members to a car accident.
Yeah, Christmas break toward the end of the year. One of the players involved, or one of the cheer team involved in an accident over out in Virginia. The team went out to the funeral, and like you said, Miles, they've had to overcome some obstacles this year. But
that's a tough thing to overcome.
Anytime you lose somebody that you've been around with for several months and gotten to know, and Rangers come back out of the timeout looking to expand their 4-point lead. Trinity Valley has just struggled offensively. You know, they had a lot of good close looks early and missed them. And I wouldn't even say now that they've had any good close looks. They've turned the ball over a few times and just struggled to find that offensive spark that they've needed. Ferguson Smith from the corner, rebounded by Ferguson. He misses. And Ruben Newbo down as the rebound. Watson back out to Leeshore. Leeshore looking for the play call. There's Taylor out to Cam to Derek. Spin move up and in. This is a shot. Another tough look. Good move by Derek Young that time. He just couldn't get it to fall. Kilgore down with the ball. Under a minute now left in the first half. Corbett almost throws it away. Corbett down to Smith. Ball out of bounds off of the Cardinals. Kilgore will inbound it with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Cage with the ball.
Kind of wondered if Coach Smith maybe reached out there and knocked it out of his hands.
Shot clock under 10. Ball knocked out of bounds again by Trinity Valley. And now
5 seconds left on the shot clock. 33 seconds left in the half.
Teams, they have set plays for situations like this. And when the shot clock gets down to a certain range, they've had their plays that they'll run. Good play that time to
and
Troy Gage, and he got blocked. One shot. Jay Leeshore calling for one shot. Newbo coming out instead of screen. There's Taylor now with the ball. They'll probably use Federius to do a little one-on-one action. He fakes. And Coach Smith screaming for a foul that time. No call as the shot by Federius Taylor was blocked down back at him, and he landed out of bounds. 4.2 seconds left for Kilgore to get off a final shot here at halftime. They lead by 4, 25-21. Trinity Valley gets the shot off, but it goes long. Trinity Valley got the turnover there off the inbounds play, but missed the shot. They go into halftime trailing by 4, 21-25. Tough offensive half for the Cardinals. Maybe they can turn it around in the second half. They can get Adrian Forbes and Amir Rashid back, both of whom got into foul trouble. And now it's time for the Guardian Show team again. We'll take a break. Watch this, Miles.
Very good. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
TBCC Guardian Show girls will perform to their competition game. These girls are scheduled to compete at APTS National Competition in March. Here they are, the TBCC Guardian Show girls. order, please.
Well, Miles, we're about ready to start the second half, and we'll see if the Cardinals can come out and play a little bit better than they did in the first half. A little rough.
Cardinals got themselves into a little bit of a hole here for the Rangers, but certainly not anything that they can't overcome. 4 points is not that big of a deal.
No, and remember that they overcame a 22-point deficit over Kilgore, so of course they had Dexter Ellington, in the lineup then, and we'll see how they respond here in the second half. Adrian Forbes, Amir Rashid have to watch the foul situation, both of them having to ride the pine the first half a considerable amount of time. And the offense was definitely going to Adrian in the first half quite a bit. And inside before he had to leave the game in foul trouble. Amir Rashid working the offense, and here's an offensive play off the beginning of the half, and a great dunk beautiful. And assist. The dunk by Stretch Watson, and we got a blocking foul by, is that Amir Rashid? And it is.
Yeah,
and that's going to be a fourth foul. And he's down hurt. He got hit.
A tough one. He landed hard on that one. Coach Smith.
Kind of wondering how he got called for the blocking foul when he got ran over. Amir may have got one there into the midsection. He's kind of doubled over, like that might be the case.
Jay Lee Shore coming in to relieve him.
And
glad to see Amir.
And Amir picks up his 4th foul with just 17 seconds into the half. That's pretty crucial. Amir holding his head, so maybe he got hit or hit his head when he fell to the floor. I'm not sure what the deal is there, but even if he didn't have 4 fouls, you know, I was watching the OU Texas game last week, and the big All-American Private Player of the Year, Griffin.
Griffin, that's right.
Blake Griffin got a concussion somehow. I watched that game and I never did figure out how he got hit. And sometimes it doesn't take much, I guess, but you know, hopefully that Amir didn't have a concussion or anything. Trinity Valley off the turnover, working it on their offensive end.
On that game, Griffin sat out the second half because of
well, he was in foul trouble a little bit in the first half, and then did not play at all the second half, and he didn't play again. He didn't play against the Kansas Monday night, which really hurt OU as well. Clock running down as Fidarius Taylor tries a floater from the baseline. Kilgore down with the rebound. Corbett with the ball. Over to Johnson. Johnson with a long 3, misses. Long rebound comes to Jay Leeshore. He's going to hold up, pull up for numbers. Finds Adrian Forbes. 2 dunks to start off the half.
And we are now at a tie ball game, 25-25.
Trinity Valley picking up the press a little bit. And this time Jeremy Ferguson's going to get called for a push-off.
And that was very clear. From this vantage point, you could certainly see his elbow go right into the back of Jay Leeshore and just push him on down.
Second foul for
the Rangers is number 22.
Jeremy Ferguson. Kilgore just kind of picking up token pressure in the backcourt. Think about Amir getting into foul trouble. That does not give Jay a lot of opportunity for rest. Jay's going to have to play quite a bit of the second half. As Trinity Valley turns the ball over. First turnover in the second half. 6 total. Good move by Johnson that time on the baseline. The Rangers back up by 2. Stretch Watson walks as he drags that pivot foot. Sometimes they don't call that, but they did that time. Trinity Valley, 2 quick turnovers.
Boy, and that's not a good move. Right now they need to be doing everything they can to push forward, get ahead by 10 or 20, and take it home.
Corbett over Johnson. Johnson drives baseline, and they're going to call for an offensive foul as he lowered that shoulder, Miles. He lowered that shoulder, and when the official sees that, they're going to call an offensive foul on the player.
Well, meanwhile, hopefully Jay Leeshore will be resilient enough to handle that over and over again.
Trinity Valley bringing the ball up. Down by 2, 25-27, 17:30 left in the second half. Derek Young occasionally will shoot a 3, but not very often. As Kende Derek drives in, misses a free layup. Rebounded by Derek Young, and he's fouled. Derek Young will go back to the free throw line.
Young will get 2 shots.
Cardinals just 3 of 8 from the free throw line in the first half.
Coming in for the Rangers is number 3, James
Derek, a little bit off the mark on that one.
Also is number 24.
Is that an understatement? Okay. A lot off the mark.
There was a young gal from the audience a few minutes ago that participated in the free throw shooting that hit, I think, 11 or 12.
Wow.
In a row.
Sign her up.
Yeah.
Second one also missed, and Adrian Forbes close to getting an over the back foul there. Good thing he backed off.
Leaving points on the floor there.
Corbett over to Ferguson. Ferguson dribbling around the top of the key, and looked like he was traveled. And next time they call the Cardinals. Excuse me, the Rangers for a traveling violation as Edward Herring and Fedarius Taylor checking in.
Number 20, Herring.
Adrian Forbes coming out, maybe to try to protect him. You know, it's 3 fouls. You've already got Amir Rashid on the bench with 4. And Jay Leeshore drives in. Misses the shot. Rebounded by Moses. Ferguson with the ball on the near side. Guarded by Leeshore. Over to Smith. Corbett down inside. Good up backside help that time by Herring, causing a turnover. Jay Leeshore. Derek Young finds Ernest Watson inside for an easy basket. Good look by Derek Young, and that's 8 points for Watson. Derek Young almost comes up with a steal. Derek, a young man who really puts 100% out on the court every time he steps out there. Trinity Valley comes up with another steal, another turnover for the Rangers, and they've got 3 turnovers already in the second half. Fedarius Taylor got trapped underneath, kicked it way out front to Jay Leeshore. 15 on the shot clock. Edward Herring's going to try his luck and nails it. We'd like to get him hot. He could really help us out in the outside shooting if Edward could get hot. One of the things about Edward is he's a pretty good size, I guess you'd call him a tall guard or a small forward. And he can shoot over the guards out there, so I'd like to see Edward get warm. Trinity Valley down with the ball again. Edward a little bit long this time, and we're going to get Stretch Watson over the back.
Foul is called on number 15, Stretch Watson.
That's just the first foul on Watson, so he's in good shape foul-wise. Trinity Valley with a 30-27 lead right now, 3-point lead.
Timeout called by the Rangers.
15:05 left as Kilgore coach Hobart calls a timeout to kind of talk to his team a little bit. He's not very happy with the offense at this point of the game. In the second half, they've only scored 2 points. I believe it's 25-21.
That's right.
At half.
That's
and
right.
So Trinity Valley's come out and outscored them 9-2. As Coach Pat Smith giving instructions to his team. Talking to Coach Landers in there in between the games, and he said that's probably the best first half, the best basketball that his girls played. He said they could go far if they played like that as they did in the first half. He said, however, if they played like they did in the second half, they might not do as well. So he was very pleased with that first half. That, you know, when you get up by 30, your intensity falls off, and you can kind of expect that sometimes.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You have some laurels to rest on, and not that you should, but I think it's probably human nature that you just kind of do. You feel like, well, if we can just maintain this lead, then we don't have to keep pushing forward.
It'll be Kilgore basketball as they inbound it with Trinity Valley picking up full court. Almost a turnover and almost a foul as Kilgore brings it down, and they have a couple of chances but come up empty. The ball comes out to Jay Leeshore. Over to Edward Herring. Herring decides to give it up He's short. Back to Watson. Watson to Frederius Taylor. Taylor pulls up for a jumper. It's long. No good. Corbett comes down with the rebound for Kilgore. He races up the court quickly, trying to get some of those transition offensive points. And this time the ball
Cardinal basketball.
goes out of bounds off of Kilgore.
Subbing in for the Rangers.
Cardinals will
Number 23, Chris
get possession.
Johnson.
And Rangers still have only scored 2 points this half.
Well, you know, it's just a low-scoring game overall. I mean, it's just, I don't know if it's teams have just not shot well, or I think that's partly it, because they've had some good-looking shots. Defense is partly of it too. Stretch Watson around to Derek Young.
When the Cards need to have them, need to keep their.
See, there's a good one. Finally got one.
That was great.
Stretch Watson with the basket stretches the lead to 32-27. That might be tied to the largest lead for the Cardinals. I think they had a
Yes,
5-point lead at the beginning of the game.
That's right.
It's been a close game overall. Neither team been able to pull away.
Cards just shutting out the inside, which is one of the things that the Rangers did at the beginning of the game, but have not been as effective doing that.
Cardinals playing a good, tough man-to-man defense. Good penetration by Corbett. Kicked out and found Ferguson wide open. That's what good penetration will do for you, Miles, is your offside defense will come in to try to stop the penetration. The man driving will kick it out, and that time they found Jeremy Ferguson over there in the corner, and he nailed the three-point
That's
shot.
right. Ferguson great with that three-pointer there.
Although I guess they called it a two.
Must have had his foot on the line or something. It was really.
It's a long way over there. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Derek Young's going to try three. He's a little short. Edward Herring comes down with the loose for the rebound.
Great rebound.
Back to Derek Young. He goes up, and it's knocked out of his hand. Got to scramble for the ball. Kilgore comes up with it, 2-on-1. And Jay Leeshore fouls to prevent the layup. Corbett going in for the layup. Jay Leeshore fouls him. And will put Corbett on the free throw line.
Jay Leeshore, second personal.
And it'll be the first trip to the free throw line for Kilgore this second half.
Over on the Cardinals bench, Amir Rashid looks like he has gathered his wits about him and hopefully be able to make it back into the game here in a little bit. Although Leeshore has done an admirable job.
The Cardinals is number 3 for Darius Taylor.
Leeshore is just not the offensive threat that Amir Rashid is. And
Also in for the Cardinals.
see for Darius Taylor, they're basically going to a, well, I guess they're going to use Keandre Derrick in a guard capacity right now. They have a lot of options with a good, strong bench. Some of the players can play small forward or guard. Second free throw is up and good.
Number 10, James Gray.
And, you know, I think, no, that's 2 points.
The Cardinals is number 20, Ed Harry.
Back to a 1-point lead for the Cardinals as Rangers scored 4 straight.
Herring back in the ball game.
Kilgore picking up a little press. Not much of one, just a little bit on the inbound pass. Darius Taylor's going to take over point guard responsibilities here. Keandre Derrick driving down the middle, finds Darius Taylor, and this time Darius finds the basket. Good pass by Keandre Derrick. Great assist by him that time. Trinity Valley in their man-to-man defense. They find number 24, Soders, underneath. He misses. Rebounded by Ruben Newbold. Keandre Derrick going to drive, spinning move, but he gets it blocked out of bounds. Moses with the block.
Moses with a definite height advantage there.
but sometimes those little guys like to go in and challenge the big guys and see what they can do. Ruben Newbold finds Derek Young underneath, and he's going to go in under reverse layup and misses it. The ball goes out on Derek. Goes over to the Kilgore Rangers, 34-31. Your Cardinals lead by 3, 11:25 left in the second half. Johnson kicks it back out to Troy Cage. Cage back to Johnson. Johnson finds the range from 2-point land. Right at the top of the key.
Chris Johnson.
Back to a 1-point lead for the Cardinals. There's Taylor spinning, trying to find in. Finds it's Ruben Newbold. Newbold fouls it, go up for the shot.
Foul is called on Ranger 23, Chris Johnson.
Newbold will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
14.
I think Coach Smith has been somebody who can yell as loud as he can with Coach Schumacher here.
Newbold, a 60% free throw shooter. First one. Yes.
For the Cardinals is number 24, Jamie Shore.
And I see the Cardinals, I think, if I got counted. 1, 2, 3. They're 0 for 4 in the second half.
Timeout.
So that's 3 for 12. That's a blistering 25%, Miles, from the free throw line. They have left 9 points at the free throw line. As we enjoy a little Louie Louie from the band. How about that?
That's right.
The Cardettes getting into action there. They like.
I have to tell you, I got in trouble with my daughter when she heard a little bit of the game, and she heard that I didn't say that she was a cheerleader too. Now my daughter is 8, but she is a competitive cheerleader.
Well, maybe in about 10 years we'll see her out there.
Absolutely, I think you will. She has seen the Cardinal cheerleaders on YouTube and seen their Fox Sports performance.
And you've put that out on our website now.
Yes, it's actually on our website right now. You can go to tvcc.edu, and as you break into the video channel there is a category just for Cardinal cheerleaders. Action resumes here.
Newbold converted that second free throw. Increased Cardinal lead to 2 points as Corey Johnson throws that ball out. Chris Johnson throws that ball out of bounds. 4th turnover for Rangers in the second half, 8 total. Kelly Lee Shore bringing the ball up. There's Taylor cut off on the baseline. Looking inside to Adrian Forbes. Adrian's backing in. Gets the foul as Moses fouled Adrian on the shot. Hoping that would go in.
That's his 4th personal, 15 going to the line.
And Adrian will go to the line for his first free throw attempt tonight. Adrian Forbes, a 68%. Excuse me, looked at the wrong person. I thought that was going to 58% free throw shooter. Adrian makes that one though.
In for the Rangers is number 42, Paulo de Cruz.
Stretches the lead to 36-33. 10:23 left. About halfway through the second half. Cardinals have crawled back into the lead. Forbes connects on the second one. Maybe we need to get him to the free throw line.
I think so. Making 2 in a row like that.
Looked pretty good too. He's got good form for a big guy. Kilgore breaks the press. Corbett out front. Cage tried a baseline shot, no good. Forbes cleared the boards out to Leeshore, back to Forbes. Forbes looked like he kind of got off balance there and affected his shot a little bit.
Sure did. He, as tall as he is,
he got tripped or something,
gets
I'm
those
not sure.
rebounds, but he definitely lost his balance there.
Johnson bringing the ball around. Keandre Derrick guarding Cage. Johnson looked like he faked a foul over there, but no call. Officials didn't, I guess, think there was any contact. Trinity Valley came down with the rebound. Coach Hobrecht was certainly asking for a foul on that shot. He's sure working around the offense here on the perimeter. 10 on the shot clock. Jay try to make something happen here. Gonna give it up to Keandre Derrick. And shot clock violation. Cardinals just did not get a good look at the basket. Not a good offensive set that time. Sure, Coach Smith not happy with that particular series. And now they are discussing whether the ball was hit out of bounds by Kilgore, but I believe the shot clock went off, and so Kilgore will inbound the ball over on the far side.
Number 20, Ed Herrick,
and that's the third turnover for the Cardinals this half. Both teams with 8 turnovers. Fairly good job of protecting the ball. Johnson with the shot. Good strong rebound by Stretch Watson.
Cards are coming down with the defensive rebounds quite a bit here.
Watson looking. Edward Herring. Edward had that 1 3-pointer and then silent since then. Keandre Derrick driving in, and he's fouled on the drive. Keandre Derrick, 1 for 2 from the free throw line so far tonight. Go for another pair of free throws.
First personal, 6th team on the line for the Cardinals is number 23, Keandre Derrick.
Cardinals 6 of 14 from the free throw line.
Subbed in for the Rangers is number 3,
7 of 15.
Derrick, 6'2" freshman from Dallas.
Keandre can get us to even 500%, 50% from the free throw line if he gets this one.
And he nails it.
And he does. Hit 5 free throws in a row, Miles. Maybe our poor free throw shooting streak is over. Biggest lead now for Trinity Valley, 6 points, 39-33, and it couldn't have come at a better time. With 8:20 left in the game, and Corbett almost got trapped over there in the corner. Corbett to Ferguson. Ferguson on the top of the key, back to Corbett. Found a wide open 3 as Jay Leeshore went for the steal.
Once again, they really only gave him 2.
Gave him a 2 again. Okay. Maybe I'm looking at the Maybe I'm looking at the women's 3-point line instead of the men's. Andre Forbes backing his defender underneath, and they're going to get him for traveling. (39-35) your score with 7:38 left in regulation. Good game. Quite a bit different than the women's game. That was kind of a snoozer.
Well,
you kept having to punch me during that one to keep me awake.
A little lopsided, wasn't it?
Yeah. And that pressure causes a turnover as the ball goes through the hands of DeCruz.
You know, this is actually a good sign. This pressure put on the Rangers for the Cards. It's a good sign.
Well, every possession from here on out is so important when the game is this close and time running down. Still, 7 minutes, but every possession important. Teams trading turnovers. Adrian Forbes a while ago, and turnover there. I don't know how Derrick got loose on that, missed the shot. There's Fadarius Taylor.
And it's in.
Hangs around the bucket. I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast that he hangs around the bucket and somehow can get those offensive rebounds, and he puts it back up. That's 6 points for Fadarius. Stretches the lead back out to 6. Ferguson on the near side, guarded by Lee Shore. Now to Smith. The Cruz trying to set a screen. Smith's going to go baseline. It's cut off by Watson. Corbett open again. He misses this time. And there's the big guy clearing the boards. Adrian coming in. 3 fouls. He's done good, stay out of foul trouble the second half, and that's really helped the Cardinals, I think.
Absolutely.
Get the lead to where they're at right now. It would be a completely different game if Adrian, got into foul trouble like Amir. And it's almost to the point that Coach Smith can think about putting Amir in. He'll probably wait another minute or two.
It looks like
he'll be fresh.
Rashid's going to come in, it looks like.
Well, he's not on the bench. He's still standing up. But I would expect Amir to the Coach Smith to wait a couple more minutes on Amir to come in.
Let him come in
Trinity
nice and fresh.
Trinity Valley with a 6-point lead, 41-35. And they'll be inbounding the ball when we come out of this timeout as we watch the cheerleaders there.
Boy, look at the intensity that Coach Smith is talking to those guys. He is motivating them, giving them the strategy that they need to come out here and stay on top.
Usually when you have a situation like this, they're at set play, and don't be surprised if we see that lob to Stretch Watson, like I like to do, come in. So a lot of times he'll inbound it and then circle around, and they'll throw it up to him. But I think Amir's a little bit better at inbounding that, throwing and setting up that lob than Jay. So we may not see it this time. Trinity Valley inbounding the ball on the far sideline.
Lee Shore stays out.
Edward Herring in the corner. Inside to Adrian Forbes. Adrian, see if he'll take his guy. Bounces it off the foot of the Cruz. Now we find Derek Young. And he goes up. It's blocked. And there's Fadarius Taylor again.
And once again, picking up the trash and putting it in the basket.
That's 8 points now for Fadarius. A couple of key baskets here in the last couple of minutes as we're under 6 minutes now. And the Cardinals open up their largest lead at 8 points. Page down the corner, now back over to Corbett. In the far corner, he dribbles around.
Down to 10 on the shot clock.
Ferguson back to Corbett. They're looking to Corbett. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson, a wild three. It goes off the backboard. Very well defended that time, Miles, by the Cardinals. As we get close to that magic 5-minute mark, Jay Lee Shore thinking about driving in, pulling it out. Edward Herring.
Nearly lost.
He nearly did lose that ball. Back to Herring. Herring a long three, and it's off the mark a little long. The ball, fortunately, bounces on the end line. Turnover for Kilgore, as they had a good shot at that rebound and just missed it.
Boy, they sure did.
And I thought the ball hit the rim, but I guess not. The referees are showing that the shot clock is okay. Now they're going to talk about it. And they confer and say, no, it did not hit the rim. So shot clock's at 10. Still plenty of time for the Cardinals to get a good shot, good look at the basket. And there's Keandre Derrick with a three. He misses, and on the loose ball battle for the rebound, it's knocked out of bounds by DeCruz. So Trinity Valley will get another
with a fresh shot clock.
Another fresh shot clock, third attempt.
Subbing in for the Rangers is number 22, Javon Moses.
Trinity Valley still hanging on to that 8-point lead, 43-35. Very low scoring game. Keandre Derrick wisely holds up. No need to shoot that shot so quickly. Work it around, get a better shot. And
and he makes it.
We get a
was
gift from Derrick Young, who's not known for his three-point shooting ability. Maybe shoots one a game. He nails it. Now we got an 11-point lead. Just like that, Kilgore breaks the press, and number 22, Moses, gets a little cheap shot inside, cuts the lead back to 9. That was a big three-point basket by Derrick Young. Keandre Derrick went in for the layup that time. Trinity Valley had a couple of chances for an offensive goal, but missed it.
Moses,
Kilgore
6'8" from Brooklyn, New York.
High arching shot. Andre Forbes runs down the loose ball, rebound. Trinity Valley just needs to take their time right now, work for good shots. No need to shoot so quickly into the possession.
9 points ahead.
Ernest Watson finds the range.
Make that 11.
12 now for Watson. 3:30 left in the game. Trinity Valley playing a much better second half, although still struggling a little bit on offense. And Derrick Young's going to get picked up for a foul. Good hustle foul. Coaches won't complain too much about that as he was hustling for that steal. That's only the 4th team foul, so it won't put Kilgore to the free throw line. No really harm on that foul. Shot clock's really not a factor because you think Kilgore's going to shoot fairly quickly into their possession.
Rashid comes
and
back in the
actually, Trinity Valley has a couple more fouls to give up if they choose to do so. You see Amir Rashid check back in? Yep, there he is.
Back in the game. Talk about a guy who knows where the ball is going to be.
Corbett for 3, he misses. And this time the ball was off of Amir Rashid. And I think the referee made the right call that time.
Yep.
Subbing in for the Cardinals is number 24, Jay LaShore.
Coach Brian Holbrook there, directing his team. 3 minutes exactly left in this regulation, 48-37, Cardinals with their biggest lead. And this time Edward Herring goes for the ball and gets called for the foul.
Foul is called on Cardinals 20.
First foul on Edward, and he's going to come out. Derrick Young's going to come back in. And just like that, Amir Rashid is back out of the game. That was a quick entrance and exit.
Yeah, I have a feeling maybe
timeout called by the Rangers.
Maybe they just needed to deliver some information to Lee Shore.
Or maybe just to give Jay just a little bit of a breather. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you certainly, with 3 minutes in here, I think they're going to bring Amir back in. Maybe for the offensive set because he is more of an offensive threat.
Sure.
And has more offensive capabilities than Jay does. So you might see that if there's a timeout or a dead ball defensive situation, Jay back in. Offensive situation, you put Amir back in. That's Trinity Valley. Cheerleaders. And there's band director Will Fairbanks on the trumpet. I mean, everybody gets involved at the Cardinals. They do a great job of it. I tell you what, they have a jazz band, and they play at the, I think it's one of the lodges, and play some really good music. I think it's the last Friday of every month.
Last Friday.
Yep.
Well, we'll have to get over there and do some video of those guys.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. They do that to raise a little bit of money for the music department, I think. And
yeah.
to get ready back for action. Ferguson inbounding to Corbett. Corbett to Cage. Cage kind of been quiet in the second half. It was more of a factor in the first half. You know, Miles, Kilgore's only scored 12 points this second half. And it looked like a clean block by Watson, but that's not who they called the foul on. The foul's on Adrian Forbes. That's his fourth.
45, Adrian Forbes.
That would be more of a concern if there weren't 2 minutes and 32 seconds left. But that'll send Corbett to the free throw line for a couple of more free throws. Only the third trip to the free throw line this half by Kilgore. They only went there twice in the first half. They haven't been to the free throw line very much. And they've connected on all 3 attempts this second half. As Corbett makes the first.
Number 3, Dane Smith.
Corbett now with 14 points. Second one's up and good. Now you'll see a little bit more pressure by Kilgore as they are desperate to get the ball. Trinity Valley, good passing against the press, and
once again,
Darius
Taylor
gets it in.
Turns what really looks like
Gary
garbage.
Rashid almost comes up with a steal, and now as Coach Smith's telling the bench something there. 11-point lead again for the Cardinals with 2:15 left. Corbett driving off the foot of Derek Young. It'll be out of bounds underneath for the Rangers. Count the basket by Troy Cage.
Good. Foul is called on Cardinal number 3, Darius Taylor.
Darius Taylor picks up the foul. That's his second. You certainly don't want to be fouling at this point of the game. If you're a Cardinal, you don't want to have the Rangers be able to go pick up points when the clock's not running. But 3-point play converted. Rangers now down by 8. Trinity Valley doing a good job passing the ball up the court on that press, and now going to bring it back out. Run a little bit of clock, I hope. And that does look like the strategy right now is to run a little bit of clock before they go in and try to find a good look for the basket. Derek Young inside goes in, but he's fouled on the drive. It's going to be a 1-on-1. Smart move by Kilgore to put us in a 1-on-1 situation, especially Derek Young, not one of the better free throw shooters. Cardinals.
Subbed in for the Rangers is number 20, Javon Moses. On the line for the Cardinals is number 31.
You think
Derek
maybe either Herring or Forbes has rubbed off on Young so that he can get those things in there?
Well, I hope so. We've hit 5 free throws in a row. It'd be nice to connect on a few more right here. First one up and good.
Yes, it is.
Gets the bonus. Clutch free throw shooting by Derek Young.
Setting up for the rebound.
Yeah, Derek, the 6'4" freshman out of Mobile, Alabama. Got a couple of Alabama players. Derek and Jay Leisha are both from Mobile. I drive through Mobile on the way to Tallahassee, or when I go to Tallahassee. Johnson with the ball driving down and he's going to be fouled. And again, you don't want to be fouling, stopping the clock, letting Kilgore to the free throw line for a chance to close this gap with no clock running off. Johnson going to the free throw line. Johnson,
on the line for the Rangers is
an 82% free throw shooter, so one of the players you definitely don't want to send to the free throw line if you're a Cardinal fan.
Mobile, that's the city with the big long tunnel under the bay, right?
Yes, absolutely. Now he misses the 1 and 1, and I don't look like Kawhi was. Stretch Watson's kind of there protecting himself. Couldn't do much. Couldn't get up. Players running up, jumping all around him. As Kilgore converts and closes this gap to 7 points, 51-44, a minute 21 left. I imagine Kilgore will attempt to foul as soon as the ball is inbounded if they can't make a steal.
Rangers call for a full timeout. Almost seems like more of a motivational than a strategic timeout.
Well, it's really just to stop the clock.
Give them a breather.
To get the defense set up for the press, to prevent the Cardinals from inbounding the ball quickly off the made basket. That's why you call a timeout like that.
That's right.
You can set up your defense quicker, higher percentage to steal that inbounds pass right here. Cardinals have been doing a pretty good job of breaking this press here lately. Ball inbounded to Amir Rashid. That's the one you'd like to have if you're a Cardinal. Fedarius Taylor, and he's fouled in the backcourt. It'll be a 1-and-1 situation for Fedarius.
Foul is called on Ranger 12.
Fedarius is 77% free throw shooter, but it'll be a 1-and-1.
Going to the line for the Cardinals is number 3, Fedarius Taylor.
There's Taylor with a 1-1. Chance to really put some pressure on the Rangers if he can connect. First one up, and it's good.
Subbed in for the Cardinals is number
Cardinals
3,
doing a little bit better at the
Gill.
line in this second half than they did in the first half. Making some clutch free throws. That's 7 out of 8 here in the last 8 free throws that have been shot. Second one off the back of the rim. Looked like the ones that I shot at halftime. Kilgore gets the rebound off of the deflection out of bounds. 8-point lead for the Cardinals. Good block that time by Derek Young. And Kilgore gets another offensive rebound and putback to bring the score to 6 points with exactly 1 minute left in regulation. Trinity Valley leading 52-46. 2-possession game for the Cardinals. And both teams still in the single bonus. Kilgore will again try to steal the inbounds play and foul and try to put Trinity Valley on the free throw line. That's the strategy you use in a situation like this. Coach Matt Smith trying to direct his team to pull out this victory to stay in contention for a 7 seeding in the conference tournament. Men's action will begin next Thursday.
That's right.
Both the men and women action at the University of Texas at Tyler. Men on Thursday, women on Friday.
And have they released the game matchups yet?
Well, no, the seedings are still to be decided. There are still games this coming weekend.
1 minute to play.
Trinity Valley will journey over to Louisiana, Bossier Paris, for their final regular season game. There's Amir Rashid trapped in the corner. And if you're Trinity Valley, you like to see Amir at the free throw line. Amir, one of the better free throw shooters at 68%. The only player better is Dexter Ellington. And unfortunately, Dexter's over here in street clothes, so can't put him on the free throw line tonight. Amir shooting the 1-and-1. A chance to really help ice this game. Clutch free throws. Ball's up off the back of the rim, and it's no good. Kilgore comes down. tough miss. Kilgore bring the ball up quickly. Corbett.
Oh, and that was denied.
Forbes. Good block by Forbes as he trapped it on its way up against the glass.
And Rashid fouled again.
Going, and this time it'll be a double bonus. A little bit less pressure on your free throws, but having just missed that last one, it does play a little bit on in your memory. Makes it a little bit tougher to convert, but a chance here to make it a 3-possession game, Miles.
47.7 seconds left on the clock.
Another one off the back of the rim, so 3 straight misses for the Cardinals after going 7 out of 8. Now missing the last 3 or 4. Jim's kind of gotten quiet. This one's up and good, so that was the big one right there, making it a 3-possession game. And now Coach Smith wants to talk things over a little bit on how to set up for the defense. And this time, just like Coach Hoberek calling the timeout after their made basket, same thing here. Coach Smith wants to make sure his team's set up on the defensive end to prevent a cheap, quick basket by the Rangers. Coach Matt Smith, good show of the Cardettes there cheering on the team. They help the cheer squad.
Kilgore.
Face is made for radio, really, right there.
That's right. Kilgore brought their cheerleaders as well. They seem to be kind of quiet right now.
Well, they have not had much to cheer about tonight, especially that first game.
That's right.
Like you said, about the only use they got out of them was running into them to prevent
padding against the wall. That's right. Yeah.
They did come in handy to the Kilgore players there. Now, see, if you're a cheerleader, you'll do that for your team. But if it's the other team, you just back
Move
away.
out of the way.
You let them run into the block wall if that's the other team.
You open up like the Red Sea.
Yep. You know, it's the same way in baseball or any other sport. You let the player, fall into the dugout or whatever. 7-point game, 53-46. 47.7 seconds left. Trinity Valley looks like they're going to stick with the press. Maybe require Kilgore to burn a little bit of the clock here. As Dane Smith gets ready to inbound the ball to Corbett. Closely guarded by Fidarius Taylor, and they're going to call a foul. Oh, tough foul with no time coming off the clock. Coach Smith not real happy about that one. Talks to the game official. Puts Corbett at the free throw line to shoot a 1-1. Corbett nearly an 80% free throw shooter. Makes the first. Boy, that was a tough foul right there. That's almost like a turnover.
Subbed in for the Rangers is number 10.
As no time went off the clock, and you put the Rangers on the free throw line. 3 points. Corbett's second shot, up and good. 5-point game, still a 2-possession game. Finding Amir again, that's who you want to find. And he is fouled by Dane Smith. And maybe after that last free throw by Amir, maybe he'll come in and nail these two.
Kind of grease the skids.
For the Cardinals is number 0.
Still 43.8 seconds left.
We could probably drag this out to 20 minutes, couldn't we?
Well, the first game went long because of all the free throws, and this one could go a little past the 2-hour mark too if we're not careful. That looked like a much better free throw. I think Amir got it figured out. Chance to put it back to a 3-possession game as the lead stretched back to 6.
You know, I suspect that fouls are just one of those things that are going to happen when you get to the end of a game. It's close like this, and obviously you use it as a strategy if you're a coach to slow the game down and control it.
Second free throw miss, so 2-possession game. Here's where you want to try to guard the threes, and we got a turnover. Chris Johnson turned the ball over, getting the ball back into Amir Rashid's hands, and they're going to foul him again, put him on the free throw line. 28.5 seconds left. Coach Hoberick pleading for a foul that last time when Johnson lost possession of the ball. Thought there was contact. Officials didn't see any. And then we usually tell a coach, I can't call what I can't see.
That's right.
And then the coach will respond, well, open your eyes. It was right in front of you. Where are you looking at?
You sound like you were speaking from experience there.
Amir Rashid shooting the first of two, makes the first. 7-point lead now for the Cardinals. 3-possession game, big free throw.
Coach Smith calling in the play to Young.
And if you look, probably the game's won right here. Miles, as you look at the free throw opportunities by Trinity Valley, as Amir misses the second one, but Trinity Valley gone to the free throw line just a whole lot more than Kilgore, as Corbett gets the rebound. 19 seconds left. Amir Rashid back with the ball. Fouled again by Corbett. 55-50. Amir Rashid, last 3 trips, hit one, miss one, hit one, miss one. .3 seconds left, and we're stretching it out as much as we can. Amir makes the first. 6-point lead, 2-possession game. And now if he can make this one, it'll be a 3-possession game. Trinity Valley, should they go ahead and win tonight, will end up 11-7 in conference and be looking strong for a number 7 seed as Amir makes the second one. Kilgore would drop to 5-13. Corey Johnson drives in, nice looking layup. 9 seconds left as Trinity Valley having a little trouble getting the ball in. And 5-second call before timeout can be called.
Timeout, Cardinals.
Trinity Valley had trouble getting the ball in, and
Just a reminder, if we could have everyone
Yeah,
stay
we're
around
five
after the game, we would surely appreciate it. If you can stay around after the game.
Coach Smith not happy about that. Usually in a situation like that, you have set plays to run to get the ball in. Kilgore did a good job of covering that time. Great shot of the Cardettes. Good looking crew with their director, Darla Mansfield, over there. They've gone to Philadelphia, all sorts of places. Tell you what, they had a great spring show last year. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen. Looking forward to seeing if she can outdo what they did last year. Kilgore will be inbounding the ball into their goal as we resume action with 9.4 seconds. A 5-point Cardinal lead, 57-52. It's getting close to my bedtime, Miles.
It has stretched on, hasn't it?
And I haven't had supper yet. You guys had some pizza before the game, didn't you?
Well, we did. We ordered some pizza.
Kilgore will probably try for a quick basket here. They didn't find it. And there they found a good
2 points.
Cage drive, he cut toward the basket. That was a good cut that time. Trinity Valley did a poor job at defending that inbound play. Leads down their precarious 3 points now.
That's right.
It's a 1-possession game. Amir Rashid back to the free throw line one more time. Needs one of two of these. First one up, hits the front of the rim and goes in. Big free throw there, making a two-possession game, 58-54. I'm sure Coach Smith is pleased with the defensive performance for the most part tonight. Offensively, they still got some work to do.
And hopefully Ellington will be ready to start back next week.
I tell you what, I heard that he may be out for the season.
That's rough.
Maybe a hairline or stress fracture and maybe out for the season. Kilgore bringing the ball down, 5-point down. Last shot is no good. Trinity Valley hangs on to win 59-54. Just a great win for the Cardinals here tonight. Good night all around as the Lady Cardinals.
This game, we're going to have three sophomores.
Out with the win against his home career. He's still got the conference and hopefully the national tournament to coach in. But his home career here victoriously, and the men come up and win, so we win a doubleheader here tonight. On behalf of the information technology crew that helped put this on, Mike Abbott. Let's see who else we got. Michael Berry over there.
We got
this time we got
McCartney. And we also have Lonnie Packer back there in the control booth.
And as a coach, it's always a sad moment, and we do it a little bit differently.
Hopefully next year
we'll do it after the game. So at this time,
I like to watch.
And have completed their eligibility on playing on this home floor. But good news for us. 19th win tonight. 11-7 in the league, and we're going to be playing UT Tyler next week in the Region 14 tournament. And hoping to go ahead and go quite a way. I'm very proud of what this team has done. We got a sophomore transfer from Cincinnati, Ohio. His shooting has been invaluable for us this year. I think he's directly contributed to us winning 4 or 5 games. And he's done a tremendous job. He hit a big three tonight from Cincinnati, Ohio. Ed Harrington.
Giving plaques to the sophomores now. Edward Harry.
He busted every day in practice. He does a tremendous job. He's been with us for a year and a half. He doesn't play a ton in games, but I'll tell you what, he plays so hard in practice.
Billy Harrington.
Member of our team from Kilgore, Texas. Welcome, Billy Tharp.
Excuse me, Billy.
Tharp.
I had Harrington in my mind. Billy Tharp. Didn't see a lot of action, but gives 100% during practice.
Texas, he came here as a walk-on. He's now got probably 15 to 20 Division I offers. He's been one of the better league guards in this league for 2 years. I think y'all have enjoyed watching Double Zero play.
Coach Smith giving accolades to Amir Rashid, and certainly an exciting player to watch over the last 2 years.
But he's been a heck of a player for us for 2 years. Amir Rashid.
Shoes that Coach will be looking to fill. They've already been out recruiting for point guards for next year. But the good nucleus coming back next year, Mom.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a lot of experience coming back. That's good.
Well, with that, we'll say goodnight. Hope you enjoyed the games. If you have, you can send us an email at gforgy.tvcc.com. .edu. Excuse me, yeah. Yeah, I'm like Vice President Biden forgot the website address. All right. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Yes. And to everybody, have a good evening.